of God. It was passed down to us, and it was given to us in this way and held and then translated from the raw materials, the raw languages into a language we can understand. That's why when many times whenever you pick up a Bible and it's a certain kind of translation, that's because they've taken a certain kind of approach to translating the raw words to a language that you can speak, that you can read. And so that's whenever you're looking at Hebrew and you're looking at Greek and Aramaic, it starts to make sense in your language because you're reading it in the language that is your heart language. Does that make sense? And that's why some of the people that if they grew up with King James as their Bible, then baby, that's the way it's supposed to be, right? Except for all of us that didn't grow up with King James as our Bible, and then thee, thouest, thouest, thine, thome, thine, thine, thome, we don't know what you're saying. So we're like, come on with the ESV, the NIV, the NKJV, the LMNOP, QRST. See, here's the thing. None of those things are sacred. King James didn't write the Bible. They had compiled it together and brought it into English, thanks be to God. So those things are great, and I love the way some of those scriptures that come into your heart that you learned, even as a small child, for those who grew up as Christians, I love some of those scriptures, man, because they sound better with a thou. You know what I mean? It's like, or blessed, right, instead of blessed. It had the id, it's better, right? You know what I'm saying? Blessed. You're like, yes. It's like, blessed. You're like, yes, that's right, blessed. Anything like that. And here's the deal. It comes back to trying to get it into a way that we can apply it to our lives. And so let me encourage you, if you don't like this one or you're concerned about it, buy 3-4 other translations and see what the word says to you. Sometimes I like reading from the Message. It's more of an over cursory idea of the theme of it. It's not word for word, a wooden translation, but it speaks to the theme of what's been written. And you might get a different understanding in looking at a different translation. Does that make sense? Instead of having different camps or factions of which translation is best, it's like, hey, how about you read them all? Let it apply to your life and change your life by the Spirit of God. Is that a little too real? I'm sorry, I'm feeling really real today.